Solo queue can be so difficult sometimes. One game I feel like I'm doing a really good job looping, but no gens are getting done. And the next game I get left on first hook to die. And it can be really frustrating if you don't have a good build going into solo queue. One of the biggest problems with solo queue is you don't have communication with your team. You don't know when people are going for hooks, you don't know when people are being chased, you don't know where the killer is most of the time. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you 6 perks that I believe are incredibly strong in solo queue. So let's get into it. The first perk I would like to talk about is Windows of Opportunity. This perk is Kate Denson's perk, and it allows you to see all pallets, breakable walls, and vaults within a 32-meter range. This perk is insanely important because it shows you what areas are safe around you, meaning that you could chain the location you're at with one next to you knowing that the pallet is up. Number 2, Resilience. This perk grants you 9% additional speed when repairing, sabotaging, healing, unhooking, vaulting, cleansing, or blessing a totem, opening exit gates, and unlocking while injured. This perk is very strong in solo queue because a lot of the times you'll stay injured. You can't always rely on your team to heal you, and in situations where you're injured, you'll be able to get a lot of value out of having this perk on. I would highly recommend bringing a med kit with this perk and leaving yourself 99 so you can get all of the benefits of this perk and tap yourself real quickly when the killer's in your area. Also, this perk, considering it gives you 9% additional speed when vaulting, is really good for looping. There are certain situations where 9% increased speed makes the difference between you getting hit at a window or you not. I genuinely believe it's worth running in most builds. Perk number 3 is Kindred. What this perk does is while you are on the hook, all survivor auras are revealed to all other survivors. This also shows the killer if the killer is within a 16-meter range of the hook. Also, if another survivor is on the hook that isn't you, it shows all other survivor auras to you, and it shows you if the killer is within a 16-meter range of the hook. This is incredibly important because if you see somebody already going for the unhook, you don't have to go for it as well. You're able to stay on the generator or doing whatever you were doing before to make sure that you're being as efficient as possible. This perk really lowers the odds of you dying on first hook because all other survivors can see each other's auras while you're on the hook. That means they'll know if somebody's already going for you or if they have to. This allows survivors to be incredibly efficient without communicating. Perk number 4 is Off the Record. This is a very meta perk, and it's not a surprise that it is. Once you're unhooked, Off the Record activates for 80 seconds. During this 80 seconds, your aura will not be shown to the killer, grunts of pain are reduced by 100%, and you gain the endurance status effect. This is incredibly important because a lot of times killers will try to tunnel you once you get unhooked. So even if one of the random survivors goes for a very unsafe unhook, the killer can't really wait out borrowed time and is going to be forced to hit you if they want to tunnel. This will give you time to get to a safe area. Perk number 5 is Distortion. What this perk does is when your aura would be shown to the killer, the perk activates and a token is consumed. This is really strong because a lot of killers have been running Lethal Pursuer lately, and since that perk shows your aura immediately as the game starts, this perk counters that one. Considering information is incredibly important to killers, this shuts down a lot of the information perks that killers have. This perk is important in solo queue because you don't want to be caught in a situation you're not prepared for. Perk number 6 would be Light. The reason that I think Light is a very strong perk is because it pairs really well with Resilience and Windows of Opportunity. Knowing that there's always a window or pallet or somewhere you're able to vault in your area gives you a lot of ways to get out with Light. And considering Resilience gives you a 9% increase on vaulting, it'll ensure you don't take a hit when using Light. And there's not a lot of mistakes you can make using this perk. This perk gives you a lot of distance on the killer, allowing you to get to a safe area. So although solo queue can be incredibly challenging, hopefully some of the perks I gave you today will help you out when you go into a trial alone. If you want to learn more about basic tips all survivors should know, click on the video right here.